듣자고 너무 아파요. 괜찮다는 말은 다 거짓말. 비가 내리는 여기 남겨줘. 혼자 울고 싶지 않아요. 알려주세요. 눈물에 참는 방법. 멈추는 법을 몰라요. 잘 듣자고 너무 아파요. 괜찮다는 말은 다 거짓말. 비가 내리는 여기 남겨줘. 혼자 울고 싶지 않아요. 알려주세요. 눈물에 참는 방법. 멈추는 법을 몰라요. 잘 듣자고 너무 아파요. 괜찮다는 말은 다 거짓말. 비가 내리는 여기 남겨줘. 혼자 울고 싶지 않아요. 알려주세요. 눈물에 참는 방법.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Strike. This time for the last Soul Strike stream of the year. My name is Come To Us Evan and with me today, it's Epicbutter. What's going on, Butter? How are you, dude?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, man. I'm ready to have a lot of fun with folks in chat. Let's say hi to folks. We got Tracy Diehard Fan. Welcome aboard. It says it's your first time in chat. Welcome to the stream. This is a good one to see. Harrison Chu, it's good to see you. Meat Merp says, final stream of the year. I hope Evan and Butter are dressed as Santa's elves. That was a big missed opportunity, but we do come bearing gifts.
That was a missed opportunity.
We've got wheel spins. We've got ball drop. We've also got the return of the Guess the Ally quiz. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you guys to get gifts and stuff like that. But before we get into everything, Butter, how's the game been for you? What are you running in terms of a build these days? Give us some updates.
You know, I'm still stuck on the Earth build, and I've been trying to find my way out. But you know, maybe in about half a year, when I can get enough scissors, I can swap over.
You dug too deep into the Earth build, and now you're stuck.
Yeah,
That's so funny,
yeah.
dude. But that's I mean, that's obviously a testament to how good it is if you're still using it. You know, you're definitely the measuring stick by which other builds are like, you know, measured.
Oh, I mean, number one, he's a wind. You know, like so. There's definitely a build diversity. I think the only one that's suffering is water. I have a teammate that would hurt me if I didn't mention that.
No, that's honestly, that is something worth mentioning, and I'm sure we'll hear it from folks in chat too. And it's fairly, you know, it's out there. We know that, you know, they've been kind of going by approximately one element at a time, and then water's kind of been left by the wayside. Hopefully it'll have its day soon. I don't know if perhaps they're nervous because of how much impact crowd control had on PvP when it was first introduced. But like, because, you know, when we had the frogs out there freezing everybody, it was kind of a big scare. But that's my estimation, not necessarily the devs directly. Rainier says, I'm Win, but I have this guy in my server that is now doing 10 times more damage than me, and it's kind of weird.
I mean, there's a lot of things that can explain damage, especially monster cards. Now especially the new ultimate pets, they have a bunch of new stat lines. So anytime there's a new stat line, that's a huge addition to damage.
Yeah, that's super true. And so in terms of the allies that you're using, do you want to walk us through those as well?
Yeah, so I tried to use as much of the bandit I can because it basically says the more you use, the better it gets for all element res pen and all element boost. So I don't have an all element boost line, but I do have an all element res pen line. So more for me is better. So what I found that works the best for me is Hina,
Shion.
How do I say her name? Shion, and then Choden, and of course I changed her to the earth element.
Nice. That's awesome, dude. Yeah. For
and
folks
then
in chat too,
Ejin,
QWER collab still going on. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Epicbutter.
No, all I was gonna say is Ejin is probably the best friend to Chodan because of the bleed and the fatigue. He triggers the debuffs she needs to do way more damage.
Oh, that's excellent. Hey, I just saw somebody in chat named God Eater. It says, "Let me say hello from God Eater 124." I used to play that game. I know that. I played that back on like the PSP. What's up, Gaming Prob? How are you? QWER event for the community. We'd absolutely love to see QWER select tickets included. Making this switch would be great for us. J1, I don't know if it's necessarily something that devs could introduce this late into the collaboration, but it's something to keep in mind for future ones. But also, never say never. We can also pass that along as feedback for you too. Speaking of which, I take it since you're using so many of the band members, are you enjoying this collab, Butter?
Oh, it's great. You know, one of the things I really enjoyed was, well, what I missed during like the Summoners War collaboration was kind of map kind of integrations. And in the Summoners War collab, you would go on different parts of the map to summon to like get different runes dropped, and then you would exchange them. Here, what we have is actually just very aptly tiles, and when you go to them, there's different songs that play, and it's just fun. It's just neat. I love it. I wish they would give us more reasons to kind of sit on those tiles, but
right.
You know, they're it's a fun detail nonetheless.
It's like it's a jukebox, you know. It's just a jukebox style. That's dope. That's awesome. So real quick, now that we've talked about your build a little bit, do we want to review the most recent update? We had an update come through a few days ago. I think it's actually approaching like 7 days ago now. I think this is from the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. But we haven't gotten a chance to review it on stream yet. So maybe we could go through that together. There were a lot of fixes included in that too. We also had a new Transcendence for Chocolat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sim Art. Hi, I'll be over on YouTube. Welcome. Let's do it. Mitchell, could we have a swap over to the tablet, please? Thank you so much when we get a chance. Oh, Matt Sykes, welcome to the stream, says yo. GVG says, hi, could it be possible to change in a future update the order for skills, allies, pets, and relics so the event ones are at the bottom and the normal game ones are above them? The order for skill, do you mean in terms of like your stockpile of skills, allies, pets, and relics? So like when you're viewing them inside of your, inside of what you have available, it's ordered like that?
I think they mean banner priority.
Oh, like the banner priority inside the summon?
Yeah, because we're like pushing to summon like Chodan as much as we can. We're pushing to summon Deer as much as we can, especially with the summon rush events.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're constantly going back and forth, checking how many more we need to summon.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you got to like go back and forth, and it's inconvenient to tell how much. I see. Yeah, that's something that should probably be updated if it's causing that much strain when doing that too. Okay, so we had a new Transcend for Chocolat. Have you gotten a chance to play around with this already? Have you tried? I noticed you're not really using Chocolat right now, but.
Yeah, I did. She has really big numbers, but it just doesn't work out. It doesn't translate. And
Gotcha.
At least in its current form, it doesn't translate for me. I haven't tried it with the enchant, which should make those cookie men explode twice.
Yeah.
But I can see why they chose to use chocolate as like the Christmas kind of plot. She has gingerbread men. It's kind of on theme with Christmas. And what I am happy about is for the summon, or at least the event, the winter event, you can summon copies of her and you get transcended material. So that's like a definite, very welcome addition, and I hope they keep that going forward.
That's great to hear. We also had the addition of new boss monster cards for the boss golem and the frost primal golem in here too. New growth stat value check pop-up feature. We had some new training in here, and then we also had a whole bunch of tables for expanded content.
Yeah, so these are mostly guides. So the first set is guides, basically more free stuff. It's great. You do stuff, you get free stuff. I love free stuff.
Who doesn't?
Two of them were like nightmare cubes, or no, sorry, they're ultimate cubes, so that's awesome. And basically free stuff's great. Then the training categories, just expanding your base level, because what they also added was the ability for us to look at how our stats are calculated in the stat page. So giving this and then giving the context of like our stat page, we're really much more able to understand how a damage is put together. And yeah, well, that I think is what we are talking about above, is that new guided stat page.
Yeah, and that's pretty awesome too. That's something that was like foreshadowed in one of the dev Q&As on stream. I think that's really important for people to be able to see how the stats are calculated, especially in a game like Soulstrike, because it can be a little esoteric. You know, the nebulous nature of the stat calculations was something that came up all the time in chat. Like, people would always ask where things factor in, what to prioritize, and this will hopefully help clarify some of that too.
Yeah, absolutely, because people don't know. They're like, oh, is this change going to be like a 1x or 2x, 4x? You know, what is the multiplier?
Exactly. And then we had some tweaks and improvements down here. They adjusted the Force of Mother Nature skill, and they changed it so that transcends its limit and becomes more powerful, reduces all element res and evasion of all friendly units within the area, but increases their earth boost, 10 stacks, and crit rate. They adjusted some mana costs in there too. And let's see, they adjusted rates related to Jewel Socket. Lots of fixes in here, a lot of adjustments. What do you think so far of the update, Butter?
So I like a lot of it. I think the Jewel update, especially the Socket one, is very welcome. But you know, now we're getting funny pictures of people getting to like 75% chance. You know. So yeah, it's still like painful, but it's definitely like welcome. I'm curious to see if they'd be willing to provide like evidence that people's rates actually did go up instead of just a visual display of our percentages changing.
I see what you mean. And then as we continue down, we have some fantastic tree improvements, added tooltips to explain the currencies obtainable. So now you can read in. We love tooltips. We love to know what things mean in the game. We got the navigation added in, fantastic tree shop.
Super happy with the new, more trowels. I don't know why they're called trowels. I would just say shovels. Super happy with that. It's one of those things that it's like a weekly, you buy a few and then you update. So you don't really ever get that feeling that you're getting close to unlocking all of it or getting your full benefit out. So I think, you know, doubling the amount that you get is great. And then they also changed how like much things cost in the shelter, and that is super welcome.
That is great. Well, Shama, what's going on, dude? Not gonna type a lot today because GF is sleeping nice. All good, bro. Ultra Deathlord, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the last Soulstrike stream of 2025. Okay, let's keep moving on through this. They improved the Star Soul Catch, Legendary Treasure option improvements. We got the adjusted Tower of Trials difficulty, optimized improvements. Man, they did, this was packed with clearly a lot of things that they had been like paying attention to for a while. There's the holiday event that we already talked about a little bit, and the new Battle Pass too. So now that we've covered everything, I want to ask the chat what your guys' thoughts are with all the fixes that we saw. Now it's been about 7 days of us living with it in Soulstrike, so tell me your thoughts on that. And Butter, did you have anything else you wanted to add before we go back into the game?
So I want to talk a little bit about the 2 new monster cards. Someone who was asking, like, how do you get them? They're in the normal summon pool, so you don't have to do anything special. You just have to upgrade the Griffins. One of them increases defense penetration, all friendly units. Defense penetration is an interesting kind of stat because it kind of shares same effect with Shrewd, which is defense down percentage. So I think it's nice early game. What is kind of I'm more interested to see is the impact of, like, you know, maybe 6 months down the line when we have 3 skill damage sets in monster cards. Will that actually overcome the skill versus ally damage thing. And you know, I'm not sure yet. Or like, is this just going to be a pattern that they're going to keep adding more monster cards? Because the other problem with that is you're diluting the you're diluting the pool, so it's actually harder for us to complete the current pool.
Yeah, that's true. More go in, the harder it is to complete the set. It's PK says we need penguins in the game, dude. We'll work on that. I got my best people on that right now.
Yeah,
got my best people on that.
I did want to talk a little bit about the rush event. I think it's really important. The rush event is all the way down there. It's with the allies tickets. And one thing that they said here, we have a new rush event. They don't actually say it, but we actually did end up getting a skill rush event. So, you know, I've told my group that like it looks like each day you need around 7,000 tickets, which means, and you get around like 2,000 back. So you probably need a float of around like 20,000. Similar
Whoa.
thing. Yeah, skill tickets is almost 10,000 a day for to fully summon and get all of the rush currency. So
right.
yeah, but it's important to do what you can. Well, okay, I think it's more important to build up a certain amount because you want to min-max your rewards, and because in the rush event you have so many great rewards. Like you can redeem for an ultimate jewel, you can redeem for a select monster card. There's so many things that you really can't go wrong. It's just what you need, and some things will be worth more to you than others. But like, yeah, if you can get monster cards that you can click and select which one, that's incredible.
That is. Oh, actually, speaking of which, Shama, this might be a good opportunity as we transition out of the update notice to do our first wheel spin. So in the ball spin, can you do pie spins and the second ball? Yeah, you got it. Let's do it. Okay, guys, let's jump over to our first wheel spin of the day. So Shama asked for pie spins. So I guess we'll just do our best. Ready? 1, 2, 3.14. I feel like I rounded up a little bit here. And the second ball. Okay, so this was very specifically asked for by Shama. I don't know if I've ever had somebody request pie before, so let's see how this goes. And it is brought to you by Shama. 100 class tickets. Hey, at least we got that one out of the way.
At least we got that one out of the way.
You know, hey, it's free. It's free class tickets. What the? Says 172. I blame you, Shama. To be fair, this is the first whiff I think Shama's ever had in like the history of Soul Strike.
So it's also interesting timing because last night they just dropped a thank you 2025 code that gave you 200,000 ether, like 5 collaboration boxes and some ultimate. So yeah, we're going from that to our next code is 100.
We just nosedive into class tickets.
Like I said, we got that one out of the way.
We got that one out of the way, so that means that we're guaranteed to like get some bangers after this, right, guys? Yeah, this is a good thing. I'm telling you, it's a good thing. Also, we got the survey for the ball drop in there. You can fill that out, and you'll have a chance to win even more ether on top of that. So, why don't we jump on over to our developer note for the day? Does that sound good to you, Butter?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so we are still in the middle of the QWER collaboration in Soul Strike right now. So this is going to be very much focused in on the collab today. Let's jump into this. So, dev note number 7, the next step for Soul Strike. Hello, this is the lead PD for Soul Strike. We believe Soul Strike is a game where the excitement comes from steadily growing your build and breaking through higher stages. With that in mind, the dev team has always been asking ourselves, how can we make the growth process itself even more enjoyable? While improving the game and adding new content is our role as developers, we firmly believe that the feedback you share contains perspectives we may have missed and that points us towards better directions. With this dev note, we'd like to first share several content ideas we're currently considering and hear your thoughts on them. In fact, later down the line, you'll see that we're currently running a poll on Discord, and you'll see like the current standings for it. Though you can still actually vote in that poll on our Discord page, I think through the end of the day, but we'll check to see when that time is. Okay, let's move forward. So which content would you like to see first? The following are content ideas currently under consideration. Please vote for the option you're most excited about or feel is most important, or feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. All feedback will be actively reviewed and referenced during development, and the voting period ends tonight at 11:59 Pacific, so 23:59 PST. You have just about 9 hours. You just about 9 hours left to fill it out. And here are the poll options so far. And so I want to ask Butter, I want to ask chat. The options are summoning content, combat content, quick content, utility expansion content, and familiar content. So you can see the definitions there, but I think I'll just expand on the quick content, stuff that can be completed quickly within minimal time investment. So you open the game, do a few quick things, and then you're able to bounce. Utility expansion content allows previously upgraded skills, allies, relics to be reused in new ways. And then familiar being similar flow to existing systems designed to be easy and comfortable to play. So let's start with Butter. Where do you fall on this if you had to vote for just one being a priority?
So I actually voted for utility expansion. I do think that there's like content that's pretty much completed for most players, and I'd love to see it expanded. You know, like there's a reason we built these things before. We should continue to use them if we can.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I tend to fall in a similar area too, though I think I'd be caught between utility and quick, but I think I would, like for actual priorities, I think I'd probably vote with you. I'd vote for, though I also value that content that it's like I can get in quickly, I can do something quickly, and I can have a little bit of that soul strike rush when I'm just like, when I have a quick break, you know, or something like that. So that way I don't have to dedicate 10, 15 plus minutes to it in the moment. I could do something really fast.
So I think quick content's actually really easy. You could just they could just do like, hey, you don't have time today, here's a swipe all button, you know?
Yeah, something like that.
They could do that. Right?
I suppose
now we have it per dungeon, but like if they had it for like all your dailies, you know, that's something that's like actually pretty easy, I think, to do, that I think a lot of people would like. But like that would be quick. Well, a more important one would be like we have like ally summoning material and skill and ally leveling material that is essentially going into a dark pit.
Yes, dude, I'm all for like currency sinks. I feel like you need something to keep those currencies in your game economy like feeling important. You got to give people a way to get rid of it. It's like a mana sink. It's like an infinite mana sink in MTG. If my MTG players are out there, it's like, yeah, you can generate infinite mana, but what can you do with it? You know, you gotta actually be able to do something. And let's do a quick chat check-in. So, Silence of Aura, first time in chat, says 3 quick content scenes. Meatmerp is kind of like us, split between 4 and 3. We got Self on 4. Yume says votes for 4. Mr. Billows is 4. Full of Strawberry, welcome to the stream, by the way. First time here. I like 3. I'm a newer player, but enjoying the game now. However, too many daily tasks combined can start feeling like a chore. I definitely understand where you're coming from there. You should do old content that is leveled at a certain level to a quick swipe so we can focus on the newer ones. I'm doing great, Ultra Deathlord. Thank you so much for asking. 172 is inventing one saying, oh, yeah, 6, 7? They kept it to 5. They kept it to 5, bro. That's hilarious.
You just had to throw that in there.
You just had to throw that in. I was having a great day, too. I'm just playing. Here are the current standings on Discord. So this is interesting, right? Because, like, so it's about the same as what we were talking about. 4 is definitely in the lead. Summon content is actually a little bit higher than the quick. So it seems like the utility expansion is there, giving a use to things that may have fallen by the wayside or things that used to be important that are now just piling up in the background. Yeah, I think that's great. Do you have any ideas for how they could repurpose that stuff? I know we named a lot of currencies that we'd want to be like recycled, but where does your mind go for that sort of thing, Butter?
I'm scared that they're going to get the relic treatment where suddenly we get ability lines on allies or, but that's what the current pattern is. If you look at class material, you look at relic material, it's kind of been that direction. So outside of that, what other syncs could we enjoy? I think possibly conversion to transcended material could be nice. That way you could transcend more and more often. I think that'd be interesting. Or if you could somehow use extra material to level up the damage of an old character to match something of a new one.
I like that idea where it's like you could just keep kind of putting more of that currency into that character, so that way they get like incremental value or something like that to eventually bring them up. I think that's a cool idea. I know it's like, some games will do like, I don't know if I want to say that. I kind of like I like what we're talking about. Don't you have a meeting?
Because
I do.
You could always make like a base level of an ally super high, and then like eventually just say like, okay, well, I can't afford to summon that, so I'm going to do this instead for a while until I can build up or until I can get it. Because I think the thing that we saw this time around that we're not kind of used to is everything's transcendent, and that is not necessarily easy for all players to do, at the given price tag. So I think that like giving some outlet to competitiveness would be very welcome.
Well said. So yeah, guys, again, it's not too late to vote on this, because it's like, this conversation, the discussion here is fantastic, but you want to make sure that your vote counts, because ultimately what's on this poll is going to be what's given to the devs. So go on our Discord. It's actually in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. It's on that side there. It just rotated over to our X platform there. But join our Discord if you're not already a part of it. Cast your vote, and then that's going to get sent over to the devs, and that will help dictate what their priorities for Soulstrike are going to be in the new year. So it's pretty important to participate if you can. With that said, let's move on forward. So QWER Insight. This is looking a little bit more into the decisions for the IP in terms of how it was handled for the collaboration, design insights, and more. So let's jump into it, because there's a lot to cover. In the first one here,
I'm super excited for this part.
Yeah, me too. Dude, it's so funny because you and I, before stream started, we were low-key like talking about some of the designs for like the new characters versus old ones. We actually happened across like kind of an interesting discovery, and we're probably going to tell the devs about that one and just be like, hey, can you check this out? I don't know if this was an oversight or what, but we'll keep that hidden for now. We'll see if you guys can figure out what we saw. Anyway, when we approach, to intro here, the QWER collab, content and inspiration, allies, skills, and relics. So the devs went on to say, when we approach an IP collab, our core mission is to maximize the IP's unique identity and incorporate with our game's ecosystem. Our goal is to create a seamless bridge for Bawige, QWER fandom who might be new to Soulstrike. We focused on capturing the vivid energy of the group so that any fan would feel an immediate connection. This focus is deeply embedded in the design of this collab, allies, skills, and relics. And with that in mind too, I'm pretty blown away at how the Soulstrike design team is able to like make any IP feel like it's at home inside Soulstrike. They do a good job with like choosing the IPs to collab with, but like they did such a great job making this band look like they fit perfectly within Soulstrike. Don't you think so, Butter?
No, I wouldn't have thought like a real life band, would fit, given like if you look at Zenonia or Max Level Newbie, and then suddenly we have even Full Metal Alchemist, right? And then QWER. It's an interesting mix, and it's definitely not necessarily fit the pattern, but it's welcome, and they work well.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I talked about this briefly the last stream. I doubted at first. When I saw the collab, I had doubt. I was like, how are they gonna make this work? How are they gonna make this look correct? And they nailed it. I'm so blown away by how well they fit into Soulstrike. And it looks like that also continues into how they designed the skill, how they designed the relic, and more. They said an example is the new skill Deer. This skill takes its name and concept directly from the title track of QWER's third mini album released in June. And also, for the crossover album relic, we purposefully chose an album motif to honor the artistic identity of the group. Yeah, that was a very cute idea. Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to hear from a QWER fan. What are considered the Easter eggs? Like, what are the things that are just for the QWER fans? Because I'm not familiar enough with QWER before the collab. I don't know what to look out for.
Oh, look at this. And yeah, look, right on cue, as you said that too, Full of Strawberry said that I think the QWER collab is really great. As a fan of the band, all the little Easter eggs and the designs are not missed on Bubby Gaze. They said, Magenta's The Unheard is so funny. The joke is that nobody can hear her bass. Wait, that's awesome. That is so fun, dude. See, that's the sort of thing that's lost on me as like a newcomer to the IP. I'm not as familiar with QWER in isolation, but I know them via the collab. And that's what's so cool about it, right? It brings Soulstrike to the fans of QWER, and it brings QWER to us Soulstrike fans. Highlight of this update is the allies themselves. We dedicated ourselves to translating the unique character of a girl band into our game's mechanics and visuals. And then you just have the great artwork down here. They really did do a stellar job with them. It does miss art. Wow, that's crazy. I haven't thought about that in ages. That's a deep pull, actually. Meat Merp says, I was wondering what those meant. Now I know. Yeah, it's like those keywords actually have meaning behind them. That's awesome. Now let's talk about the art design philosophy. So as noted in our inspiration phase, our main objective was to amplify the IP's presence within Soulstrike. Unlike our previous collaborations, the project involved working with real-world artists, and that's probably a unique challenge too. Therefore, our art direction was heavily focused on maintaining their lifelike charm while fitting them into our aesthetic. We'll move on to the second page here. In Soulstrike, allies typically transition between normal and awakened forms upon reaching Awakening Level 3, which changes their illustration and in-game model. But for these allies, we took a different approach. Rather than a static illustration change at A3, we've introduced exclusive skins obtainable through event participation. We've balanced the game so that these can be earned simply through active play, and we truly hope all of our players enjoy the new look and manage to secure these limited skins. Dude, they're so cute. Look at that.
They're great.
They are great. And then we have an art showcase down here too. And that's super stellar. I love this, by the way. This whole deep dive into the collab. This is a very cool spin for the dev note down here. Yeah, this is awesome. And then after that, guys, we're gonna be moving into the Guess the Ally quiz. But before we do that, I'd love to do another wheel spin. Can we get someone in chat to tell me how many times I should spin this thing? Don't say pi. Don't say pi. 5, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 6, 7. Specifically because you've never asked for it before, and I'll just count through the balls until I reach 7. Okay? We'll do it because you have been kind enough to never ask me that before, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I overspun a little bit, so let's bring this back. And then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Cursed numbers. Well, I mean, it can't be that cursed, right? We already got the class tickets out of the way. So how cursed can it be? Right? 100 more class tickets. No, I'm just kidding. 100 skill tickets. Let's go. Skill tickets. Congrats, chat. I'm surprised that's the first time anybody's asked me to spin those numbers, Butter.
Only 9,900 more for the skill rush.
yeah. It's gonna help you towards that. Yes, the word.
So by the way, I just want to tell the stream that, like, you know, we joke about the prizes, but it's also because we're constantly asking for bigger numbers. So, you know, we're asking for it. You know, like we love free stuff, and yeah, the community managers are trying.
Exactly. We're trying, dude. But we'll do our best for you guys. So now with that in mind, something we can do is we can get you some bonus ether by playing Guess the Ally. So for those of you unfamiliar, here's what we're going to do. There's going to be 5 rounds. You guys are going to take this opportunity to try to guess the ally based on a clue, okay? The first person to correctly guess who it is and spell it correctly, I can't emphasize that enough, and spell it correctly, will get a special gift. And you'll contact admin on Discord to get it. Now, you can only win once, but you're more than welcome to participate as much as you want. So just don't be surprised if we don't call on you, even though you get the answer right multiple times. You know what I mean? With that in mind, are we ready for round one? Round one. Here we go. Who is the... What the... who is this?
I did not see that coming.
I didn't either. So I haven't seen these. I haven't seen these yet, by the way, chat. Just so you know. Someone said it's Evan. How is this Evan? Is this not like a sticky note? What does this look like to you? Is this a butter? Is this a pad of butter? Is this butter?
Oh no. Is that what it is?
It can't. It's a stick. It looks like a sticky note. People are just guessing collab units right now. They're like collab.
I have no idea.
Which is good. I like where your mind's at, guys. Someone said butter. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not. Guys, hold on. There's an amendment. I'm getting a note from the side that this is actually not an ally. It's a guess that thing. It's a guess that thing. Guess that thing. That's what it is. Square, great guess from Fuji Pro Street. Amazing guess. Is it a square? It's a guess that thing in Soul Strike. I think maybe like we'll have to amend the ally note. It's not a guess that ally. It's a guess that thing quiz. Guess that it's notice color. Desert area? Oh my god, how funny would it be if this was just a tile from the map? It's a pet. Okay, we have a new clue. It's a pet.
Okay, it's a pet.
It's a pet. It's a pet. Oh, wait, somebody got it after just that? Just telling them that it's a pet and they got it immediately? Who got it? We're waiting for the official. Hold on. Oh, Mr. Billows got it. It's Mingster! Are the rest of, is it a guess the pets? Is it going to be a guess? Okay, so it's a, so we got a shrug. So guys, just keep your mind open. It could be an ally, could be a pet. It's a guess that thing, okay? Just keep that in mind. Congrats on
It didn't even look like the same color tone to me.
Yes. Oh my god, it's just a zoom in on his fur. I'm noticing what this is. It's literally just a zoom in on his fur. That was insane. Round two. Okay, so you guys are starting to see how this works. We have 5 rounds of this, okay? Round 2 coming up. Who the heck is that? I think we're starting to see a pattern. Dude, that was very fast, by the way. These are all extremely quick answers. Mr. Billow says, what do I even do? I've never won any of these before. So you see that Discord link in the bottom right? Contact admin on that, and admin will hook you up, okay? Congratulations, Shizune, Nyang, on your first time ever chatting, by the way. First chat ever on Twitch, and it was winning. Dude came in here, raised the bar, and then that's it. Like, that's it. It's the first time ever. He's raising the bar.
I want to say Nyanyong's animation is hilarious. It's like a giant cat paw that just like pats the screen away, kind of like how your cat pats away stuff on a ledge.
That's awesome.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Round 3. Here we go. Chat. Who the heck is that? Easy? Apparently easy. Look at this. See, as soon as you know the theme, chat's ready for it. We're watching out on both Twitch and YouTube. By the way. Miss Art 18, by a hair, got it. Gen Fox. Look at that. So cute. These are so cute. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Dreadwipe. I saw it's your first time in chat as well. We got a lot of new folks here today. Curious, for the folks that are chatting for the first time, did you guys recently join Soulstrike because of the collab with QWER, or have you just kind of been lurking in the background for a while? I'm very glad you made it today. This is a great one to be on. Okay, round 4, here we go. Oh, I heard someone say tricky. By the way, so this one is apparently tricky. So watch out. Nice, full of strawberry, awesome. This one's apparently tricky. Doesn't sound like anybody's got it yet. Doesn't seem like anybody's got it. Maybe this one is true. Why do I have a feeling I know what it, I have a feeling like I know what it is, but I don't want to say anything. Anything? Guy, it's not a chicken. That's the clue that was given right now. Butter, do you know what this is?
No idea.
Oh, you do? You do? Okay. Meatmer. It's not a chicken. That's the clue. The most up-to-date clue. It's not a chicken. Chad is struggling with this one. You were not kidding. This one is a little tricky. Do we have another clue available? Okay, one more. Another clue's coming up. We got guesses for Gilming. We got Carteen. People say Gaiden. Pixel. I mean, it is kind of like a pixel. There's a lot going on here, actually. There's a few details on this thing. Odung. Epicbutter. Bawige. Verbanji. Yeah. Yep. That's what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, I think we got it. We got it. I'm waiting for the official call, but I think we got it. Yes. I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, I think I know what this is, bro.
I should have known.
I didn't want to say it. Oh my God, that's so funny. That is so
I feel like
funny.
the tones are not coming over to the right for me.
That was really funny. I knew we were leading up to that somehow, but admittedly, I didn't think about the beard. I was like, this is definitely going to be, I thought it was going to be the bald head. I was like, I thought it was going to be, that was awesome. Round 5, this is the last round, okay? Everybody lock in. Lock in. Here we go. Round 5. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? I heard someone over to the side say easy this time. Spelling matters. Spelling matters. Double check your spelling. Double check spelling, guys. Someone got it?
Hey, Evan.
Yes.
You know what's kind of fun about the ultimate pets?
What?
You got 4 allies, but you have 5 ultimate pets.
True. True.
Each of them pairs with an ally. So was the bald guy supposed to be an ally?
That's a great question, actually. It's a great question. I don't know if it was intended to be. It would kind of make sense. For by the way, congrats to J1 on YouTube. Got it first. Bawige is correct. That would make a lot of sense, Butter, actually, if he was originally intended to be an ally but was changed over last minute. That would make a lot of sense. And that's it for the Guess the Ally quiz. So guys, again, go on Discord, contact admin, he'll hook you up with your prizes. And while you're on Discord, you should check out the new Discord custom commands available. We now have a whole bunch of deck suggestion commands that you can use. And you can see them listed here on this page. So I'll just kind of zoom in there so that way you can take a look at those too. Great job, guys. Yeah, 172 centimeters. You did that all with no feet picks. I'm so proud of you, by the way. Come to us as a troll and I like it. Those were pretty troll. Those were actually pretty troll, to be honest. Carly says, fun fact, the pet is representative of the QWER member animals. As in, like, their own animals, like their pets. And the Bawige is the fan pet. That's awesome. I love that.
That makes so much more sense.
I love that. Yeah, I'd love to hear more about, like, the origin of that. Like, where did that come from? I low-key thought you would pick the relic with longest name, QWER Soul Strike crossover album. You remember that? That's pretty funny. Okay, so now that we're all done on this one, why don't we jump back over to some Epicbutter gameplay, and I want to spin the wheel. So let's spin the wheel, and then let's go back over to Butter's gameplay. Does that sound good? Bawige is a rough translation of scuttle crab, and which from LOL, which is inspiration for QWER name. Oh, I didn't know that. 1 and 1, plain and simple. Riri Near, I like it. 1, they didn't even change positions, even when I backpedaled. So this was destiny.
You got to take it and shake it.
You think so?
No, it's too late.
I'll put it back in.
We've committed.
Okay, maybe it's actually better. Maybe this is the ether code. Hold on, let's see. Please be the ether code. Please be the ether code. Please be the. It is. It's the 10,000 ether.
Hey, finally ether.
That's great. It's ether or coal. Yeah, one of these is just coal. Oh, that's funny. The fans are crab cakes. That's cute. Y'all are cute. That's a cute fan base. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're back on Epicbutter's gameplay. What do you want to show to chat right now? What do you think would be interesting for chat to see on your account?
You know, I think the kind of the cool things here are just the keywords. Like you really got to look at these to know what they do. I think that like one of the key things to also understand is the new kind of stat lines. You have like lucky crit rate, earth amp, earth boost, earth crit rate. And one of the things to know about collection and as you're trying to go through the collab is how it impacts your amp, which is down here. Here we go. And you know, each one you level up gets you another 300. So right now, like there's a maximum of any pet to give you 1,200. So depending on what you're trying to do, leveling that up may be more important than getting, you know, some more efficacy boost. The first set of efficacy boost is larger than the second set. So just keep that in mind when you're making your summoning decisions.
That's really good to know.
So that's kind of, yeah, kind of what to know. And like, as I'm going through it, I'm kind of making sure I grab tickets as much as I can before I move on and recycle it. And, you know, another thing is at the end, you can get these summon material. And this is kind of some of the only places to get it. So be on the lookout for those. And
nice.
These, when you change them to monster card tickets, every 100 you summon means another puzzle. So it kind of becomes a little bit of a cycle where you get these keys, you summon monster cards, and then you keep going.
Nice. Only place to get it just 172. You're so funny, bro.
So
guys,
you can get it in redemption here. That's what do you mean one of the only places? Like, so you can get it in the redemption here, but this is limited to about 100. So then if you need more than 100, because it takes 100 to summon one, and if you're gonna summon all of them, you need like 400. Then yeah, that's where you're gonna get it without paying, or you know, you like it's a source of it.
172 is like just swipe. That's so funny, bro. By the way,
no,
guys,
you can swipe, and sometimes you still need to go get them because
you're right about that.
There is a limited amount in swiping.
You are 100% right about that. I just wanted to remind chat that your channel link is in the chat. So if for some reason you guys aren't following Epicbutter, you should take a look at his YouTube. It's right there in Twitch chat. It's also in the YouTube chat as well. Whichever you guys prefer, you can just follow that link and drop him a sub as well. So you can follow for more Soul Strike content and stuff too. I still think that we should do another intervention stream. That was so much fun, bro. We should do that.
Oh, it'll be so interesting with you. It'll be so interesting.
It was such a fun idea. I think we should do it. And it might help people too. Like people could take what you're telling me and then apply it to their own situation.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That'll be something to look into for like 2026. And so currently, do you have like a goal in Soul Strike that you're working towards right now, or like what are you working on?
I actually just finished another monster card. I'm super happy about that today.
Oh, awesome.
I finished my Tengu. The important part here is that efficacy boost. That's like a really rare one. You want that because, again, new stat lines are better than old ones. So that one's a rare one. I'm pretty ecstatic about that. I'm pretty happy about that. Other than that, Thank you. I've been working on my some of my gear. I think if you look at my preset, you can kind of see what gear I'm hopefully going to work with. Like I've got a new Stigma that I'm hoping to work with. I got a new Chronos weapon that eventually, because I want to go back to fire. I want a path back to fire. So that's what I'm really trying to do.
You're just trying to dig your way back out of the earth build and go back to fire. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
That's so
No,
funny.
so there's things about the game that you don't really know until you test a lot, and one of the things is debuff counts, and they really tried to address this with things like Shiver and Fatigue, but the uniqueness of Burn is has significant advantages over the other elements, and that still holds true.
And why is that? What are the advantages?
Burn stacks better, and you can get more burn stacks, and there tends to be more burn skills, and there tends to be more fire stuff. So with more fire stuff, you get more fire-based stuff.
That's a really good point. That's a good breakdown. Oh, and Velfrost confirmed. Yeah, is this the last stream for this year? Yes. This one aligns. It is. By the time we see you again, we'll be in 2026 for more Soul Strike content, and we'll have a lot of new stuff to cover. Like we were saying too, it's like the QWER collab is just the beginning for Soul Strike. We're approaching, I think, 2 years of Soul Strike soon, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how close I am with the math, but we were talking about that, Butter, how just about this time was the 1 year anniversary last year.
Yeah, 1 year anniversary was great. That's when they showed off GVG2. They showed off, they were talking about concepts of PvP, the world boss. So it's interesting that they're talking about like what content we want to see, and then we'll see what happens when they start talking about the 2nd anniversary.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait for that, to be honest. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much, Full of Strawberry. Happy holidays to you too. Merry Christmas, Shama. Thank you guys. It's awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, but we're not done yet. I'm not saying goodbye because we still have another wheel spin because it's the holidays. So we're just gonna give this. I think this will just be like, we'll just add it to the pile. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, guys. We're just gonna give you this one. Here, I'll shake it up so this one ball is extra special.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Butter. The coal, because you're all naughty. All right, check this out. It's because you guys said 6-7 when I asked for the numbers. That's why you're all getting coal. Coal gift 100. It's 100 more ally tickets for you guys. Congratulations. And if you can believe it, there's still more opportunities to get stuff from the stream. So if you haven't filled out the survey, the ball drop form, it's at the top. It's pinned to the top of both chats. You can fill that out. And if you happen to win, then you'll get additional ether as a reward for that. Is it top one? First place gets it in the ball drop? First place, top three get it in the ball drop. So if you're in the top 3, you'll get a payout of ether for that. So there's still time to fill that out if you want to. Now back to your account here, Butter. Do you happen to have any keys or anything that you could maybe show us if there's anything you want to share, or if you just have any more tips for people in chat?
I think probably tip is better. Like one of the reasons why Kodan is so good is when you look at her keyword here, deals additional damage to slowed or fatigued and then bleeding. It states right there it's separate for bleed and slow. That makes her particularly strong. Now, one of the things I'm still learning and relearning is uptime for even debuffs. And I've been playing around with like using bleed, different bleed sources. And at first I wasn't using Desert Judgment. I was using like Last Bastion or another boosting skill, but I found that the fatigue uptime is much better to have more consistent damage. And that's just something I keep relearning. The longer you can keep your debuffs up, the better it is. So, you know, that's just something as you're designing your character and you're trying to get the min max out of it. Think of like all the things you're trying to hit and how to maximize that time that it's in that state.
Well said. Mr. Billows in chat says Chodan is also the current highest source of defense shred in the game. Finally, the old Glab ally I never got is dethroned.
Yeah, Chodan I think is what, 50%?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's 50%.
Guys, what you're seeing on screen right now too, so this is the test for the ball drop. So ultimately all of this is going to be replaced with your guys' names. And we just wanted to show you a demo so that way we're all on the same page, because we got a lot of new people in chat today. So everybody's name is going to be replaced here, and then the first 3 to make it down through the bottom of the funnel mixed with an obstacle course will get ether. And just like with the guess the pet/thing quiz that we had earlier, you'll have to contact admin on Discord in order to get your winnings. So make sure that you're a part of our Discord and make sure that you're following Epicbutter on YouTube too, so you can get more tips whenever he's available to give them to you. I'm gonna be the second one, says 172.
Yeah, and if people have ideas for content, let me know. One of the things I've been playing or I've been thinking about was doing like a deeper dive in specific topics. Like one of them is like dispatch. One of them would be, another one could be like your ability lines. Like I don't know if people really want that. I could put it out there, you know. So if you have ideas, let me know. I'm always interested.
I think it was a great call. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're watching his content too. And we have a couple predictions before we drop the balls here. So 172 says I'm going to be second, and Meep Merp says I'm calling it. I'm going to be fourth for the 4th time in a row today. Okay, let's see how this goes. We got everybody queued up here. We're going to the bottom. Silence of Aura is in first place, followed by Selphon and boosted by Velfrost. But here comes Aetherus. Oh my God, out of nowhere to get scooped up. Selphon is actually going way too high up. That's not looking good for being the first one down the funnel. You don't want to go all the way up there. Here comes the Chosen. Velfrost sneaking in through the bottom with Aetherus and Bear. Oh my God. And 172 came in at 10th today. We were near at 11th. And I actually don't even see Meep Merp. Oh, there, 25. Meep Merp is at 25. Predictions
You just had
shattered.
to call out Meep Merp.
Yeah. Sorry guys. The predictions were shattered today. That was pretty good. That was awesome. Again, guys, contact admin on Discord to get your reward for it. Can we do it again? Says 172. No. That's all. Just the one today, guys. That's awesome. Just the one today. That was stellar. Velfrost, congratulations. Aetherus, congrats. Bear as well. Congratulations to everybody. And make sure that you pick out the codes too. Okay, so Butter, as we're wrapping up here, is there anything else that you want to say to the chat before we depart?
You know, it's been a really fun year. When I reflect on this year, we started off the game with really just Conqueror stage. There really wasn't like GVG. There really wasn't like Purification. There wasn't PvP. There's so much additional content. Even the collaboration type, we went from Palm to Us IPs primarily over to manhwas, and now we did an anime, and now there's even a live band. So, you know, here's to hoping to bigger and funner things next year. And you know, I thank everybody for always joining and hanging out. It's a great community, and that's part of the reason what drives me to have a YouTube channel. If it wasn't for the community, I wouldn't do anything.
Dude, and what a great perspective you just shared, Butter. Like, dude, it's so important to remember how far the game has come in just a year, you know, and that should be a testament to like how great 2026 is geared up to be, just based on where we started off in 2025. And I wanted to say thank you to you as well, Epicbutter, because you have so much passion for this game. Like, you're such an important part of this community. Like you said, the community is wonderful, and we all appreciate what you do. We love seeing how far you push this game. I mean, we didn't drop the joke today, but we always say that he's playing Soul Strike 2, and it's getting to the point where he's playing Soul Strike 3. So thank you for coming on the stream today, sharing tips, and showing us what you've been up to all this time.
Yeah. I think one last tip for the road. There is such a thing called master forging math, and I implore you to kind of really look at how the stars impact your gear, because that can impact what you're looking for and how you find it and what are the key pieces of your gear. So like for me, the big thing is all of my flat move speed is here. So then for me to get out of that, I also need to get out of something else. So that's one for the road. That's, something to think about. It can really impact how your build is. Like, your gear is probably biggest thing that makes your character.
That's a phenomenal tip for the road. You guys are so sweet to Admin, by the way. Admin loves you guys too. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year to everybody. We'll see you all in 2026. Bye, everybody. See you next time.